Hello everybody, thank you for coming back to channel. Today, I teach you how Russia deal with SAI. So, if you drive Passat like me, you have nice big bar right in middle to left vehicle. You go up and just hit. You know what? I go a little further back. I like a little further back. So go back. There we go. And just like that, you can lift the entire front of the vehicle. It'd be very nice to have both front tires off the ground. Oh yeah. Okay. There we go. I know this is so exciting, isn't it? Watching someone jack a vehicle up off the ground. But we're going for the moon. We're getting there. Have you motion sick yet? Am I wiggling too much yet? Okay. Because I'm a rebel and I'm dangerous. I'm just going to lay directly under here. So, this guy right here is what we're going for. This is the secondary air injection pump. Oh, goodness. So, we're going to take these 10 millimeters loose. And we're going to take these hoses loose. And we're just going to pull this out the car. It's just going to go bye-bye. We're going to do general inspections while we're in here. Try and see if anything needs anything. Catch any of it while we can. Need to try and find some places for some of these wires to be clipped back into so that they're not just jiggling around. But basically, this here is secondary air injection. Let me get back up on the car. It comes all the way up. There's one of these tubes right here, which I don't care for. I don't need it. The whole idea of the secondary air injection system is that it comes on and creates an afterburn effect inside of the exhaust system to heat the catalytic converter up faster. It's only on for the first 60 to 90 seconds of the car's run time. So we're gonna get rid of it. Ta-da. So we're just gonna come right over here real quick. We're gonna start simple. I'm gonna run myself back and forth 15 times, I'm sure, but grab a 10 mil. I need to get this one rebuilt. It's a really nice ratchet. I think we're gonna bring, well, you know what? We're going to bring the nice one. We're going to bring this here. We'll get us a 10 millimeter wrench as well. So I'm going to bring this little stubby guy, and then I'm going to bring the normal guy. I know, normal's a relative term. But anyway, the hope here is that we can get these hoses off, and they are an aggravating something. But once you get them, you got them. So that one's off. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that one off, but I think that one will probably be the one that goes all the way up to the top, because if I shake the pump, well, you can't really see it all the way down here, but alright, let's see what we can get with this stubby real fast. Oh, and of course it immediately just starts spinning. Oh, goodness gracious me. Come on, Volkswagen. There's always some stupid ass fucking gimmick. Alright, well that idea went out. So at this point, we're gonna start trying to get that light on. We're just gonna start taking the whole damn bracket down. So I guess that'll start with me trying to get this hose off. Let me see what I can do with this here phone stand. Alright, how are we looking? We're looking pretty good. Yeah, that works. So we're gonna try and oh, we got it loose. Look at that. Alright, so that was the upper one. Now that's just gone. That means the other one I didn't pull yet. I'm gonna go up high. Alright, so where's this bracket actually? From the look of it, it's just, I don't know if you can see that, but there's two 10 millimeters up there, and it looks like this bracket sits behind that bracket. So let's see if we can get in there with the ratchet. My depth perception's failing me. Oh, it also doesn't help that this is a 9 mil. Oh, alright. Damn, y'all. I'm gonna need that socket. It's absolutely what I get for trying to be prepared before getting underneath the car. It would definitely bite me in the booty for not being prepared. Come on, man. Get on the damn boat. Alright. So. Okay. So now that I've got to piece some videos together and figure all that out, I'm up here looking. And it's, not looking too damn easy, that's for sure. So I can't really easily reach any of this because the damn SAI just won't come out like it's supposed to. You see, I gotta reach up into oblivion to catch these two screws. And of course, it's just not. Oh God. Alright, let's see if we can find ourselves a short extension real quick. I think I'm at the point where I'm getting frustrated with trying to record all this mess. Because it's just in the fucking way. The phone doesn't want to cooperate. I keep having it reset and delete video, and I just don't know that it's meant to be for me to keep recording all this shit. Damn. Car wants to be the biggest possible fucking pain in the dick it can be. I just swear. I do swear. Can't catch a break. Don't buy a Volkswagen, kids. Just don't. And if you do, make sure you've got enough money to just pay somebody to do this, and don't don't try paying me, because I'm not doing it. Alright, we're finally. Okay. I'm gonna have to set y'all down. We're just gonna pause for a minute. Okay. So I got the 2 bolts there loose, and that only did so much for us. So that means there's other stuff somewhere else that we gotta get to. And I can't immediately see it. Although, what is this? What are we doing? Okay. We'll tuck that up out of the way for now. Spin around. Oh, I see it. It's up there on the side of the frame rail. I don't know. Yeah, you see? It's like right there. Okay, I'm gonna pause and get that. Okay, so funny story. I decided to go down from the top because it's right there. So, grab the 10 mil. It's actually pretty loose. I'm alright with that. Means it already wanted to come out. It's a pretty long 10 mil. Alright, so that's out. Okay, I'm gonna set that there. We're gonna come back with the 10 mil down underneath just in case. But basically, this should now kind of wiggle. It's like there's a detent or something. Like this bracket is holding something in this bracket. Okay, I'm gonna pause this for a second. Okay, so that's what it was. There's a damn dowel, locator dowel. But that's it. That is the secondary air injection pump out. And as you see, it opens up quite a bit of room. And then I'll take and put the 2 10 mils back in there, but now I can just reach right up to them. No big deal. Now we're going to pull that back down and out. And I believe, yeah, see, it goes up. And see, now we got the recirc valve. I got this ground here that I can take off and clean real quick. Man, get that shit out of here. I guess we're just going to have to find out what goes where and how it connects. Oh, yeah. Alright. So, looking down and moving the intake boot just a little bit to try and get it up and out of the way. Try and wedge it just a little bit. All right. So we see that that tube comes up and it like loops back around onto the turb ski. So I got this. You see now. See, I pull that all the way up now. Get it all the way up. Out of the way. I probably should have pulled the intake boot out to do this, but that will be fine. Alright, let me get you down in there. And you can see it right there. That black pipe. So the SAI plastic tube is going to go onto this thing. If I can squeeze it down hard enough. So you got to pinch the ends, which flare the sides out. But it's such a pain. There we go. Right, so now we have that out of the way entirely. And it's really hard for me to show it to you, but right here, there's a 10mm on the front of the turbo housing. Got to pull that. And then, let me lift you back up out of here. That'll loosen this black tube, which I can take this here loose. I can take this here loose. And yeah, I think it's going to delete the EGR valve. They're just calling it the SAI delete. But that's absolutely the EGR. Okay, I'm down. All right. I understand what's happening. So that's actually really awesome in my opinion, because that's gonna open us up room to be able to get to the back of the motor to be able to do some stuff back there. And then that'll just leave. I'll have to like cut. I'll have to show you when I get it apart. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and pause this because I'm going to take that 10 mil out and loosen this up, and then I'm going to get all of this stuff figured out in whatever way that I'm gonna, because some of this is going to go away, but like this here, I'm pretty sure I need to keep this. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research. So since we're in the fashion of cutting videos and splicing them together now, I am gonna go ahead and pause here, and I will come back once I've made some reasonable progress. Okay, we're back. I've got some more liquid motivation. Gonna try the Green Apple C4. Oh, his tower spot's really good. Okay, so I have made progress. As you can see, pipe is gone. So, not really a whole lot to mention. This tube here, I'm not sure if I'll just get to plug that off, but it's supposed to connect over here to this little guy. I got to go ahead and pull the EGR valve and pull the SAI port off. I was going to walk over here on video real quick, because this is still hooked up on the other motor, so it'll at least tell me where else this goes, kinda, and what it's gonna connect to. So it looks like nothing. Looks like I'll get these three little 5 mils out, which that'll be pretty straightforward and simple. We'll go do that now. We'll find that 5 mil and we're gonna knock it out. Pull that thing up. Please don't demonetize me for the tiniest bit of the Aquabats playing in the background. I swear to Christ, I don't need that headache. It's so stupid. YouTube will let me rip somebody's stuff off for a short that I didn't work for, but the moment I'm just hanging out trying to listen to some music while I'm working on a car, am I right? Losers. Alright, so it's this one. Come on, guy, get on up out of here. Alright, well, at this point, I think we've reached the vlog stage. So we're gonna get you set up some kind of way on here. Yeah, that'll do. Speaking of which, we're gonna go ahead and lower the car down, because we are done with the up stuff. Alrighty. So, take this here, what should be a 5 mil. I can get it out of the plastic, thank you. I'm just gonna click that, set it over here. Make sure you get all your fastener completely in there before you start taking bolts loose, because if you twist with just a little bit of whatever, you're gonna strip it. Alrighty, that's number 2 broken loose. Beautiful. We'll take it. I need to go out. I didn't want to go to no show. Number 2, and there should be one more right here. What's beautiful about this is it's also going to open up my access to the back of the head. Not having this stupid valve just sitting here in the way. Oh man. I did order a valve cover gasket and intake manifold gasket for this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that just yet. But I see all this grease and grot and stuff. I went off. Look at that. Junk. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to see too much of anything back there. Flashlight. Yeah, you really can't see anything. But anyway, this comes off, and then we get rid of that. Now, there was a vacuum line that comes over here. And it was supposed to go onto the top of that. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to put it all in a pile so that we can see how much congestion we get rid of. So far, that's a hell of a pile. I think that's just a PCV valve. It goes in there, and then there's some form of whatever I've got. I think it's that tube right there. It's supposed to go down here and click into that. But this here is what's supposed to connect to this now. But I don't know. So, I see how the EGR doesn't actually do anything to have a plug to need to be blocked off, so I like that. I like that it's a vacuum operated setup. Grab the tools. Oh look, it's one of the small guys out here. I wonder what it's doing out here. That's supposed to be up here. Oh man, alright. Yep. Alright, so I forgot. I got to put these two back in there. But that looks so much better without all that junk on the side of the motor. Oh my goodness. Looks like that's just a little rubber. Alright. It looks like I could probably go ahead and just disconnect the, pull that rubber flange out, and then I can just get back there with a rag and some brake clean, and I can try and really get after that and clean the backside up. Yeah, I think we're going to be after some of this, because I'd like to get this all simplified like the internet's showing. I wish I had a way to put a diagram on the screen, but there's a simplification diagrams out there where I can get rid of a bunch of these hoses and check valves and just be done with it. And it makes the turbo run like a traditional turbo on the standard vacuum and boost pressure of the vacuum and PCV system. The way it works now, that combi valve can divert boost pressure away from everything. It can divert vacuum away from everything, which makes the wastegate stop actuating and doing its thing. Theoretically, if the motor's in limp mode, it should be running as rich as it possibly can, which I don't know. But if that's the case, me bypassing its limp mode boost cut shouldn't hurt anything, because if it's putting as much fuel down its own throat as it can, then clearly there's enough fuel for boost pressure. So I'm gonna stop the video here. Actually, you know, it's not a lot of footage, but one of these shorter videos might not be such a bad thing, you know? I'm going to cut the 2 videos I took this morning together, and I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Because basically next, I need to just research what more I can remove, because at this point, this has been the SAI delete. There is a single plate that I'm waiting on to come in the mail that just goes over the hole, and that's all it does. It just blocks the hole up, and you're done. Then the plug, of course, I don't have the harness in the car right now to show you the plug, so that's going to have to come when I put the harness back in the car. But all of this other nonsense is kind of stuff that I need to get rid of, and I kind of wanted to do a how-to video on replacing that coolant flange, so I don't know that I want to keep going pulling stuff out just yet, but we'll see how it goes. But on that bombshell, I'm going to cut it here. I hope this was a much more digestible 30-minute to 40-minute video rather than the hour-and-a-half junk I've been doing. If you have any questions about what I'm doing or why I'm doing it, feel free to comment below. Obviously, if you are anything of a car guy and have been for some years, then you know what emissions junk can do to your engine, and simplifying all this vacuum stuff is literally just going to help me in the long run for making sure that all of the boost levels and all of the readings and all the sensors and all the dumb stuff works correctly. I really want this car to work right, because when it was pulling hard, it was pulling really hard, and it was a blast to drive this thing. And I've got coilovers on it, I've got brand new tires and wheels and all kinds of other good stuff on it. Like, I want to enjoy this car, and it's been kind of the bane of my existence since I bought it back from Tristan. And so I would like to raise this thing as the end of my video. This one's name is Frustration. Desperation, frustration, and then disappointments over there in the barn. Frustration is its name, because every time I try to come out here and work on this thing, it fights back like a scalded dog. And it is getting to be a point of just genuine frustration to even remotely come out here and mess with this thing. But with going through all the trouble I'm going through, the hope is that Frustration will turn into an ironic name, and it will actually turn out to be a right decent car, because the motor's only got 170k on it. It's got plenty of life left. I've not done anything crazy. We did timing, we put a clutch in it, so the thing's got potential to be a great runner. We serviced the trans. I think we repacked some of the axles while we had it together, or had it apart. So there are a lot of this stuff that's here and can be something. But on that, guys, I'm out. You guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope today, Saturday, treats you beautifully. I hope you end up having a wonderful Sunday. Everybody have a good one. Love you, bye.